Hello, my name is Eric Whitfield, and today I'm going to talk to you about creating a playlist using Microsoft Excel. Well, perhaps using or creating a playlist is a little underhanded because what I really do is I create a playlist that gets uploaded to a computer so that a radio show can be aired. I host 3 radio shows at a local radio station here in Hartford, Connecticut, WQTQ FM. It airs Friday, another show airs on Sunday, and then a third on Tuesday into Wednesday morning. Now, what Microsoft Excel allows me to do is to prepare a spreadsheet or a list of items or elements that need to be aired so that I don't have to be in the studio live. In fact, for any of those shows, I am not live. And I also need to let you know that this is a non-profit radio station and I volunteer, so I'm not paid. And so one of the reasons it was very important for me to find a way to automate these shows was so that I could work at my full-time job, be home for my family, and also spend time with my wife. Now, I know you know what Microsoft Excel is, but I took this definition from the businessdefinition.com, and it says simply that it's software developed by and manufactured by Microsoft Corporation that allows users to organize, format, and calculate data with formulas using a spreadsheet system broken up by rows and columns. Well, I use Microsoft Excel to create a spreadsheet, and I like to tell you that I use it for list management, for sorting, and for combining list elements. What happens is very simple. My station manager provides for many of us an export of our computer database, and he dumps it down into a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. That worksheet contains multiple sheets of voiceovers, songs, underwriting, promotions like liners, station promotion announcements, public service announcements, and so on. I then use that information to import into a playlist. My playlist consists of a template. This is what the computer library looks like. It has all these elements. I add 3 additional columns to the end of the song sheet. One is an empty column, which I label empty, which I use for other purposes. And then there's a column that I label rand, where I place a random number, and I use Excel to generate that random number. Using a function called rand, it generates a number between 0.1 to 0.9999 randomly. And then lastly, the last column is the date column, which I format using YYYYMM for year and month. And that is the date that the element was added to the computer library. Once I do that, I sort by the genre, by the date, and by the random number. So now I have a list of elements that have been added to the library from the oldest to the newest. I set aside my copy of the computer library spreadsheet, and I open up my template, and at the bottom there are 2 tabs. One is playlist, which is what is in view, and the other is sheet 1. In the playlist tab, there are elements that are color coded. You have the rose color, which are my liners, and then the gold colors, which are my voiceovers, and then you have the green colors, which are the underwriting. Those are elements that we have members from the community who underwrite segments of our shows. Clicking over to the sheet 1 tab, everything is blank, but there is a button in the upper right-hand column, upper left-hand column, which is called Song Selection. Clicking that button runs a macro called Random Song Selection. I know, you're wondering, what is a macro? Well, a macro is simply defined as a Microsoft Office tool or Visual Basic for Application code, and it's saved inside of a document. And that is what is used to generate my playlist. So clicking that button populates that sheet 1 worksheet. Items are there. Songs are randomly selected from the computer library. Once those songs are selected, I click back over to the playlist tab. Clicking the playlist tab, I then grab the elements that my station manager sent me to add into the underwriting. I put those in the green section, and then I click that populate playlist button, and my playlist is generated. The songs are taken from the sheet 1 tab. The underwriting elements are looked up in the computer library spreadsheet, and all the pertinent information is included in the spreadsheet. This template is then taken and uploaded to our computer library, or I should say the computer in our production studio, where it is set aside until it is time to be aired. So I've shared with you how I use Microsoft Excel to generate a playlist.
Yep.
We use list management, we use it for sorting, and we use it for combining list elements.
Mhm.
Thank you.